Name your own legend, Druid speed run. Market, Phantom Market, and new events.
Coming to the game with the Druid's release. So if you take a look at the event center, right now I'm playing on the test version of the build. So a lot of this is going to be subject to change and will definitely change because it's looking unfinished right now.
This looks broken.
It will definitely be looking a lot better when the game releases. And I'm just going to be a bit curious and just take a quick sneak peek. So for the first one here, we've got Fang and Talon, and this one's going to run from the 3rd of July until the 24th of July.
I feel like, to be honest, man, these events at this stage, they are becoming a snooze. We need something else, man, on the events. They are just becoming like, I know these like easy freebies, you will get rewards, but they are so boring, man.
So my guess is that the Druid will be releasing sometime around the 3rd of July. We can see that this event here just says complete tasks to earn rewards for the duration of the event. Players above level 30 will get 100% bonus to the XP gained from Battle Pass levels. So okay. I believe that this is going to be for the next Battle Pass. It's going to start the first week of the next Battle Pass. So that kind of coincides probably with the Druid releasing. And you can see here, these are just very basic tasks. And unfortunately, we cannot see the rewards for these tasks. But I would guess that we get something like the
it's just gonna be some bullshit rewards,
things like that. And then for the next event here, let's go to the Wilds. This one here is running from this.
This is gonna be the main event. We already know how it's gonna be. What is this?
Super interesting. So you can see here it says choose one of 3 Druid recommended builds and enter Mad King's Breach to experience what it means to be a Druid.
Imagine, guys. Imagine like if this is where the mall got the builds. Obviously, most of these builds that the game recommends, they are always bad. And I really wish, man, that they will start putting some content creators builds, you know? Because the standard builds on the build finder or whatever it is, like, oh my god.
Okay, and you have 3 builds here. You've got
Apex
2 PvE builds and 1 PvP. This is going to be in the dungeon, so I'd probably not go for the PvP build, but maybe it's good. I don't know. I'll probably go for this Flaming Claw one. This one looks pretty decent, especially with the gems that they're giving us here. This one does look pretty good. So let's have a quick look. So
you know what? Let me just bring something here, guys. Flaming Claw. And you guys are seeing the ancestors. I was joking, but in reality, it is actually the build. I was joking, but it is actually the build. Yeah, it's using the fire tornadoes, boys. And but to be honest, probably it is pretty good. Probably so. Maybe the devs. This time, they are right, guys. Maybe this time, they are right.
It says here, first clear rewards. Okay,
you say that the Druid Flay looks bad? It looks bad inside the game. Don't look at the artwork.
Legendary item, and then we've got +1 stash tab. Wow, this is... Okay, so this...
What? An extra stash tab? I'm gonna be honest, man. They gave us 5, and I don't even complete all the 5 nowadays. I am more than fine. If I have a 6th stash tab, it's not gonna be useful for me. I like no longer I have an issue as a free-to-play.
This is something new, and I don't think we've ever had +1 stash tab before in one of these events. I could be wrong about that, but I do think that this will be very, very useful for players who aren't really high spenders and aren't buying the Boon of Plenty. Having an extra stash tab is always really, really good, so I'm happy that
it's good. It's a good addition.
Coming to the game. So obviously this is going to be subject to change. I don't know if this will actually be the rewards when it comes out, so don't get your hopes too high, but I will be testing this just to see if we can get a stash tab from doing this. So it seems like
I like this Druid trial race. I'm curious about that. Here.
There's the trial dungeon and the trial race.
What is trial
dungeon.
race?
Okay, so that might be like a speed run, but it seems like to run the trial race,
extra inventory will be so much better. Yes, Del. Yes, dude. That's what we need. Instead of an extra stash tab, because we're good at it, just give us like 1 more or 2 more rows, man. That's what we need. 1 extra row. That'll be awesome.
I have to first run the normal try dungeon here. So just before I enter, I want to confirm just how many stash tabs I have, because if we can actually clear this, then this
5 without the Boon of Plenty. You have 7
stash tabs here. So as you can see, I have 1 stash tab and everything else
is
locked.
7.
And it seems like you can scroll to see more stash tabs, but I already have one right now. So let's go ahead and enter and see how this goes. So enter dungeon.
Okay, so you do this dungeon, and then there is a speed.
Okay.
Okay, so there is a standard.
Okay, so it seems like my gems.
Oh, so you need to do the dungeon with a standard build that they actually gonna give you.
I think
so. Probably it's just for you to have a taste.
Showing up here. It's kind of
how
strange.
To play the druid. Okay, I know what this is gonna be, guys. This is a way that probably they will make you try the new class without having to change. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it's gonna be.
Try this out and see how this goes here, guys. So right now I'm playing this on normal difficulty, so it's very easy. Just because I just want to showcase.
If you only have 2 stash tabs, because you need to put authenticator, and you have to buy the other 2 slots
here a bit for you guys, just so you don't get bored. But it seems like we start the dungeon off in the 3rd room here, in the final phase, just before the boss.
Okay. This is not me, I promise, guys. What? No music? Nothing. Okay.
Reward confirmed.
Okay, that was weird.
So successfully unlocked additional stash tab, I think. Okay, so nice. Okay, so they
you're actually gonna get an extra one.
I think that
so we're gonna have
will
6
be really
now.
happy about this. So let's also check out the other side of the event, which is the Druid Trial Race. So Druid Trial Race, use your own Druid loadout to race through the dungeon and complete for the fastest time. Oh wow! So this is gonna be like a dungeon speedrun event.
Yeah, this is
right
cool.
now, this seems like they're still.
The top player in the global rankings will give an opportunity to work with the Diablo Immortal development team to name a future Druid legendary keeper.
Tweaking this, but we can just try play out.
What?
So it says that legendary item naming.
The top 1 player
in the global rankings will be given the opportunity to work
with the Diablo
Immortal development team to name a future
Indez Storm. Indez Storm,
Druid
guys.
Legendary equipment. Oh my god! Wow. Okay, so this is really cool.
This is really cool.
I'm not sure if this is actually going to be what it is when it goes live, but this is insane. Okay, and we've got the rankings here. So obviously this
gotta be like worldwide, or at least like server wide. I'm sorry, these will not be, because like there is like probably how many servers? Like 100 servers. There is no way they're gonna put like 100 people naming the next. There's no way. It probably has to be like a cross-region thing.
Isn't complete yet, but okay. The top 200 players each week will receive a random set gear item. Leaderboards will refresh weekly on Thursday at 3 a.m. server time. The level of the equipment is
so
determined by your character's
I'm
level
gonna
at
sweat
the time
on this.
you claim it, as well as the Heliquary raid progress.
Last year, you guys remember there was like the speed event? I was in 1st place. Damn right, boys. I was sweating that freaking event like crazy. And I have a proof. Look at here. If I go here, I scroll down. There it is, boys. Dash 4 demons. These, you had to unlock it. And also, you have like the thing below you. It was awesome.
So basically, the top 200 players each week seems like they're gonna get.
I was Barbarian. I was sweating like crazy with the
legendary gear. Okay, wow. What's really taken me by surprise here is the legendary item naming. I've never seen anything like this.
Yeah.
So you get the chance to work with Diablo Immortal development team for a future Druid legendary item. Wow.
If these guys, imagine like you guys win these, and then it's gonna be like the cross market server. Then they say, "Oh, thank you so much, you won these," and then it's like never gets implemented inside the game. I can see like that happening, guys.
Okay, so like I said, guys, this is all subject to change. I'm not sure how this is actually going to be when it's actually released, but let's go ahead and try this Druid trial race. So it's got a user license agreement.
Jesus, they even put like a caps lock.
Disclaimer: if you decide to participate in the event and your results are within the top 200, we need to submit your game ID, game nickname, and your event result to Blizzard for global ranking and ranking display of the event results. Only new Druid classes can participate,
it's global ranking,
and everyone can compete in the same dungeon to complete complete any challenge as many times as possible. So all this says is that you have to be a druid and you can compete as many times as possible. The loadout used in this event will be worn by the player when they enter, but will reset to level 60 standard stat value upon entering the game. Okay, players will be ranked according to their clear time in descending order of the damage dealt to them. So it seems like if you have two players clearing at the same time, if one has taken less damage, then they're going to be higher on the event. During the event, the leaderboard will reset every Thursday at 3 a.m. After reset, rewards will be sent to the top 200 players via mail.
This is so
there may be a slight delay in distribution of ranking rewards. During the event, the results of all players who participated in the event will be ranked against other players around the world. The player who ranks first in the world will receive a reward of 1 legendary equipment naming right. We will contact you via in-game mail after winning a prize. The specific personal information processing in relation...
Can you guys imagine? Obviously, this is not gonna happen, but imagine you actually win a trip to Blizzard headquarters to be actually like with the dev team, with the creative department. I know I'm dreaming, but that will be like really badass.
Into the global ranking and the ranking display in the event is as follows, and then you've got a bunch of stuff, I guess, that you have to agree to in the user license agreement.
Okay, so it's something like quite serious. Okay, this is actually really nice.
On the live server, this is just on the test server for now. So
okay, so he's gonna get the bell. So this is the showcase, guys, for the druid. This is how it looks. Let me see. Let me show you.
Druid. I'm using some of the transform skills. Unfortunately, the transforms don't.
What do you guys think?
While using this Phantom Market, but you do have the kind of glow.
I mean, the bear looks awesome.
Behind you, like the smoky glow moving behind you, even while you're transformed.
I think it's bugged. I think it's because it's on the private server. It's quite bugged.
It's there.
So you have a staff and you have like a claw. You see what I'm saying? It's like you have both of them.
Skin looks on the druid. And there we go. So let's just...
Yeah, this is how it looks. So it's being confirmed, guys, that it is coming for the druid. It's looking okay. I'm not like the biggest fan of like the posture of the druid. Is like is like this. But he has a claw on the side, so he has like a monk claw.
I was trying to show like the other claw.
And all these things. I mean, well, really cool event. Let me go there, drop a like on Mo and subscribe if you still didn't. He put a lot of work on these videos. Really freaking nice.